In the town of Willow Creek lived a boy named Finn. Now, Finn wasn't your typical boy. You see, while other kids played soccer or rode their bikes, Finn preferred staying indoors with a pen and a pad of watercolor paper, just scribbling away. He filled up pad after pad with his drawings, but no one in town really cared all that much. They thought it was just a hobby, something he'd grow out of. But Finn knew there was more to his art than people realized. One day, while rummaging through his late grandfather's things, Finn stumbled upon an old leather-bound book. As he flipped through the brittle pages, he saw beautiful illustrations that seemed to leap off the paper, so alive and vibrant they were. And on the first page, in elegant script, were the words, "My art, my magic." Then Finn noticed something incredible. Each illustration was dated, and the dates coincided with the days he had been born, the day he drew a picture of a butterfly, the day he drew a picture of a bird, the day he drew a picture of a rabbit. It was uncanny. Could this be some kind of diary of his past lives? Was he destined to be an artist? Over the next few weeks, Finn pored over the book, studying his grandfather's art, trying to understand the connection between them. Then one evening, as he sat down to draw, he realized what he needed. He went to the attic, pulled out his grandfather's old paint-stained easel, and set it up in his room. When his mother walked by and saw him working, she stopped to admire his dedication. She could tell how passionate he was about his art, even though she didn't understand it. So she gave him a gentle smile and walked away. But Finn wasn't just drawing now, he was creating. Every stroke of his pen was infused with emotion, every color choice, a deliberate decision. And as he worked, he felt a sense of peace and purpose that he had never known. With each finished piece, he felt closer to his grandfather, as if he were reaching across time to touch him. Months turned into years, and Finn's art became more and more intricate, more and more magical. He began to experiment with different styles and mediums, always striving to improve, always striving to capture the essence of life itself. People around town started to take notice of his work. They saw the passion in his eyes, the dedication in his art. They began to appreciate the beauty he created, the emotions he evoked with every stroke of his pen. One day, a renowned art critic visited Willow Creek and saw Finn's work. He was blown away by the raw talent, the sheer brilliance of the young artist. He took Finn under his wing, mentored him, guided him, and together they created masterpieces that were shown around the world. Galleries displayed his work, collectors prized his pieces, and critics raved about his unique style. But through it all, Finn remained humble. He knew that his success was not just because of his talent, but because of his passion, his dedication, and the unwavering support of his mother, who always believed in him. One day, standing in front of a huge crowd, accepting a prestigious award for his art, Finn looked out at the sea of faces and saw his mother in the front row, beaming with pride. In that moment, he knew that he had made her, and most importantly, himself, proud. As he continued to create art, traveling the world, meeting new people, experiencing different cultures, he never forgot where he started. The scribbles on a pad of watercolor paper, the quiet hours spent in his room, the love of his mother, and the legacy of his grandfather. For Finn, art wasn't just a hobby, it was his life, his magic, and he wouldn't have it any other way.